let's see if the stream is up. Hopefully it isn't too far away. Just give it a few moments. Just, of course, we're just getting ready for everyone to get into the lobbies, etc. Then we'll begin the introductions. There's the F7 stream. And the audio is working. Perfect. So, yeah, now we just gotta wait a little bit. Oof. Who are we missing so far? We're missing one more person. Oh, missing 2 Alpines. Yeah, I know Mabby is absent, and I think Sharduzzi might be absent as well. Alright, looks like everyone's been given the go to ready up. So yeah, we'll get this show underway. Hello everyone and welcome to round 9 of the F7 Championship here on PSGL, the penultimate round of the championship. I'm Katie1997, your lead commentator for this race, and this time we are racing at the Jeddah Corniche circuit for the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, which was first introduced back in 2021. Ironically as well, was also the penultimate round of the real-life Formula One World Championship. It is also known to be one of the fastest street circuits on the modern, actually the fastest racetrack on the street circuit on the modern Formula One calendar. Designed by Herman Tilke's son Carsten Tilke. It is also the second longest racetrack on the Formula One calendar of a total distance of 3.8 miles, and also has the most corners of any racetrack on the modern Formula One calendar as well, of 27 corners. And with an average lap speed of 160 miles per hour, of course the drivers will be on edge through the medium and high-speed corners around this racetrack, with also the aid of DRS zones down the main straight towards turn 1, down the back straightaway towards the turns 19 and 21, and then at the age of 24 leading to the final core of 27. Turns 1, 13, and probably 27 will be the more ideal overtaking spots here on this very fast circuit. Of course, this circuit does also lie on the sea side, the sea front of the Red Sea, the Corniche side of Jeddah. Pretty much a man-made circuit as well. Quite an interesting, unique little racetrack. Well, I say little. It's just a unique racetrack in all aspects. But yeah, everyone's got to be on their toes and on edge when they go through this high-speed track. Now, before we go fully focused onto qualifying, there is a little bit of news to go through first from the previous race at Spa. There were a couple of incidents that were reported, one of which being a penalty removal from Rezify, who was given 6 seconds in penalties in terms of his race time, but he got one of those 3 seconds removed. So that would promote Resify from P4 to P2 in the final results. Other incidents that were reported, there was an incident involving Brandox and Boomsha, and as you can see, he has to serve a qualifying ban because he got a qualifying ban for impeding Boomsha on his flying lap at Spa, which actually wasn't necessarily more of a impeding. According to the stewards, it says it was just a qualifying interference plus and a visual distraction. So I guess not really. I'm not totally sure how you get a penalty for that, but okay. Just a bit different for me. I get that, like, if you're a distraction, then yeah, that can be frustrating, but yeah, I guess that's what it is. And then another one involving Boomsha, same driver, Boomsha and Brokey. Brokey this occasion, though, was given a license point and just a direct warning. Other than Resify's penalty removal, that is the only thing that changes in the final results screen. Now, looking at the Drivers' Championship, it is a 3-way fight between Provatox, Riggs, and Brandox. Provatox leads the way on 84 points. That's followed by Riggs in second, the man you see currently on screen, in second with 74 points. Now, Provatox can claim the championship tonight by outscoring this man on screen by 7 points or more. If he does that, he will become F7 Drivers Champion. However, though, if Brandox, who is still in this fight mathematically, he's only 19 points behind our current championship leader, he would have to keep his fight alive by outscoring Provatox by 3 points or more. If he doesn't, that's basically his championship over. In fourth is McKaylee, who I believe is absent for tonight's race. He's sitting in fourth with 65 points, followed by El Pilator in fifth with 39. Then his teammate Yanetsky, who has missed quite a few races so far. I don't think he's here for this. Oh no, he is here for this occasion. I take that back. Good to see him back. He has 38 points, just a point behind his teammate. In seventh, Resify with 35, followed by Nathan with 27. Then Luna in ninth with 26, and then Bumblebee rounds it off with 24 points. In the Constructors' Championship, it's quite close between the top 4. If I can get the standings up. I can still read it anyway. Aston Martin leading the way on 89 points. That's followed by Ferrari in second with 88 points. Only 1 point behind our current Constructors' Championship leaders. That's Alfa Romeo in third with 77, along with Red Bull Racing. That's AlphaTauri in fifth with 58 points, followed by McLaren in sixth with 35, sorry. 38 for AlphaTauri, if I said that incorrectly. Seventh is Mercedes with 26, followed by Haas in eighth with 20, Alpine in ninth with 7, and Williams rounds it all off with 6 points. Yep, now we can get that away. We can focus on qualifying. Yeah, I'll get the mini-maps. Sorry, I was just doing my introductions there, Alex, but there you go. And also, apologies if my voice does sound a bit horsey. I was at a American football game last night, so yeah, apologies if I do sound a little bit horsey. I'm not sick, it's just my voice is just a little bit gone. But anyway, we do have times on the board, as you can see. El Pilator currently is leading the way with a 1:20. Well, with a 1 minute 26.3, that is quite a benchmark so far. Provatox in second with a 26.6, less than 3/10 behind El Pilator. Then it's Boomsha with a 26.6, Julia with a 26.7, and same with Yanetsky. There's a car off the road there, that's a Mercedes. I probably would believe that would be Naples, considering that Bumblebee's in the pit lane. And I believe that was someone that just came across the line, just improved. And that was an AlphaTauri. I think that might have been Nathan. Anyway, Resify 26.9, Leo with a 27 flat, along with Joe's 7,000 between these guys as well. Napol it's an 11th with a 27.3. Tuco with a 27.6. Nick Kenshin, Nicholas Boyta with other times on the board right now. Others still have yet to set lap times, as you can see. So here, Bellamy, he appears to be out of fuel, so yeah, he's not really on a legit lap, as we can see. Same with El Pilator, so everyone's pretty much just going to pit lane. Still have times yet to be set by Riggs, Luno, Bellamy, and Victor. A new driver I don't think I've ever seen before in this series. Racing for Alpine. And meanwhile, Riggs is now back out on track, as he has to set a lap time, of course, that's like I mentioned. Nathan is out of fuel, and Leo is on outlap. So yeah, we'll slowly get going for more runs here in qualifying. And also, my co-commentator, Flynn, unfortunately will not be here for the remaining parts of the series, unfortunately, because of his work schedule. So he will be not here. He's not here, obviously, and he won't be here for the next race for the final round of the championship, which is unfortunate. But hopefully, I'll be able to work with him soon. Again, I actually liked working with the guy, if I'm totally honest. Probably one of the best co-commentators I've worked with, if I'm totally honest. But meanwhile, as you can see, Riggs is trying to get some temperature in his tires by braking and accelerating at the same time, because it's a technique in F123 to build up brake temperature to the carcass of the tire to get some temperature. And hope he can get a good run. And actually, you know what? Since he is going to be the next car to do a lap, we'll take advantage of him, give you a proper tour of the racetrack here at Jeddah Corniche Circuit. As he makes his way around the final corner, we'll get back onto the main straight, and we'll begin his flying lap. Down the main straightaway towards turn 1, see what kind of peak speed this Red Bull has got. See, top speed, 206 miles an hour. Brings it down to third gear, obviously the inside apex through turns 1 and 2. A little bit of a wiggle out the exit of turn 2. Around the kink at turn 3, up towards turn 4. Brings it down to fourth gear, hugs the inside apex. Now through 5, 6, and 7, all through these very high speed corners. You got to be on edge when you're through there. 6th gear all around, through 9, through 10, and then into turns 11 and 12. Clock says for him, it's a 31.6. Very nicely done there through the first sector. Around the banking of turn 3, of course they kind of redid this a little bit, getting rid of that grandstand. Through 14, and then 15, and probably the more technical section of turns 16 and 17. Bit of a medium bit of section there as he makes his way through 18, 19, opens the DRS, heads up towards 20 and 21, and it's the fast 22, 23 complex underneath the building, and then makes his way up towards now over the lagoon and the Red Sea, DRS wide open, heads up towards now 26, and now into the final corner of turn 27. Hard on the brakes, hugs the inside apex, brings it down to third gear, up the gears on the exit of turn 27, opens the DRS, uses the shortest line to the run possible, crosses the line, will set a 126.467. He's just about a tenth, less than a tenth behind our current Pulsar El Pilator. Meanwhile, though, Provotox, our championship leader, is low on battery. I think he has improved, has he? Yes, he has. To 1 minute 26.5. Very good lap time then by our current championship leader. Meanwhile, though, Boom making his way through turns 9 and 10. What will the clock say for the AlphaTauri driver? It says he's up by 0.3 of a second. That's a very, very good first sector by the AlphaTauri driver. Out of turn 13, as Julian now goes to the top of the table with a 1 minute 26.381, 0.003 of a second quicker than El Pilator at the moment. As Boomsha now makes his way up towards now the second DRS zone, heads down towards 21 and now it's at 22 and 23. The clock says he's actually lost time. He's lost about... Oh, no, he's lost even more time. I was going to say he lost about a few hundredths. Well, he's lost the whole lap completely. Meanwhile, Provostock's teammate Joe's is up to 6 with a 26.692. And Liam also improved to 3rd there with a 126.446. Not too bad indeed. Reservoir up to the start finish line will set a 126.456, 10 thousandths of a second slower than his teammate. But it's a McLaren's second row at the moment. Nicholas Boita not really on a fine lap. Nathan crosses the line will set a 126.442, 4 thousandths of a second quicker than Liam's time. As Snapple goes to 6th with a 126.457. Hey whiz, 3rd to 7th separated by about 20 thousandths of a second as Brandox has left the server. Hopefully he'll be able to rejoin very shortly. Yeah, very close from P1 and 2. Meanwhile, though, El Pilator might change that. He does. He improves by just over a tenth and a half to a 1 minute 26.212. He's now just over a tenth and a half clear of Julian, who's occupying second. Oh, Brandox has now left the server again. Seems like he's having a bit of connection issues, I guess. Yanetsky on an outlap, Leo on an outlap getting ready as we can see. Luno, who has been in terrific form in terms of qualifying. He usually likes to set a very competitive lap time towards the end of qualifying. We'll see if he has anything to bag on. We'll keep our eyes on him. He's definitely one driver to look out for. As I think one of the Ferraris is coming back out. That is Provostox. About to get ready for another flying lap very shortly. Alright, let's see what Luno can have in store here. As he makes his way out of the final corner, will make his way back onto the main straightaway. He has yet to set a lap time, so let's see what he can come up with. Down the main straightaway, up towards turn 1, opens the DRS. Let's see what kind of peak speed. He's got 207 miles an hour as he reaches through turns 1 and 2. 4th gear brings us down to 3rd midway through turns 1 and 2. Through the kink at turn 3, we'll head up towards turn 4. Brings it down to 5th gear, not 4th gear pretty much, like I've seen from everybody else so far. Through the high-speed section of 6, 7, 8, and then 9 and 10. And now we'll head up towards the end of the first sector. What will the clock say for him? It says he's at a 31.5. Very competitive first sector. And up towards turn 13. 5th gear, doesn't bother going down to 4th. Usually it's a 4th gear corner through turn 13. We'll head up towards now turns 16 and 17. 5th gear. Up the gears at the exit of turn 17. There are yellows. He's got to be very careful of an Alfa Romeo in front of him. That might be Yanetsky. Oh, that was quite tight actually, if I'm totally honest. As he now makes his way through 22, 23. 6th gear. Up the gears now. And now he has just one more quarter remaining, and that's turn 27. He'll enter it at 208 miles an hour. Brings it down to 3rd gear. Hugs the inside apex. Gets a great exit at the exit of the corner. We'll open the DRS again, and he actually bails on the lap. He must have got way too distracted from Yanetsky there in the middle of the road. Oh no, Reservoir's got a 5-place grid penalty for illegal blocking. Oh dear, that was with Belbo behind him, was it? Yep. Jeez, this game cannot help but be incompetent. So, we're probably going to have to get a lobby restart then if that's the case. Because that's pretty much an unfair penalty. Oh, Oh, jeez. Riggs has got now McLaren behind him. And, yep, as I expected, he gets a 5-place grid penalty. Yep, so we are going to have to do a lobby restart, I'm going to guess. Yeah, because Rezify was right behind Riggs, and now he's giving him a 5-place grid penalty for illegal blocking. Oh, I'm sorry, no, not Rezify, that was Liam, the other McLaren. Alright, well, let's see what goes on, I guess. So everyone's on their at-laps, they'll be getting ready. Provatox will be getting ready. For what? Actually, I think he is on a... He says he's at 54%. Oh, he's got damage to his front wing. Oh dear, so that means his qualifying is over for Provatox. He must have sustained some damage on his lap. And yeah, he's into the front, pit lane very frustrated. He'll have to... the best he can hope for is probably 8th place if he stays where he is. Alright, Rezify is on a flying lap. Julian's on a flying lap. El Pilator is getting ready. Liam as well is getting ready. Same with Riggs. He's on a flying lap as we speak. Belbelby is out of qualifying. He's not going to go further. I think he might have crashed out. That might have been at turn... I think that's at turn 9 he crashed out, from what it looks like. I think he was right there, was where his car was. I did see that on the mini-map. As Rezify is up by just 0.2 of a second to the first sector. What about Nathan, though? He's coming up to the first sector as we speak. The clock says for him, he's up by 45 thousandths of a second. Bush again, right? Julian cuts the road there. I don't think that's going to be legitimate, if I'm totally honest. El Pilator, our current pulsar, making his way through turns 11 and 12. Clock says for him, is he up? No, he's not. He's down by 34 thousandths of a second. Liam is coming out to turn 15. Rezify is invalidated. He's not going to go further qualifying. Joe's is improved to 6 with a 1:26.450. Nathan, is he improving? He's up by 36 thousandths. Julian, though, his lap amazingly did not invalidate when he went through 16 17, but he is going back into pit lane. El Pilator is not up. He's down by 28 thousandths of a second. Napo's done with qualifying. Riggs is up by just nearly a 10th and a half to the middle sector. Can he find any more time? Down the main straight, crosses line. It's pole position by 0.5 of a second to El Pilator. A fantastic lap by Riggs. Yanetsky, he's not improving. Leo is not improving. El Pilator takes it back with a 1:26.134. He beats him by just nearly 20 thousandths of a second. A fantastic response by El Pilator. And it doesn't look like anyone's going to improve on their laps. I think that's qualifying over from what it looks like. El Pilator on the last gas takes pole position away from Riggs by 19 thousandths of a second. Fantastic end to qualifying. I also didn't think he was going to improve it. We said he was down by quite some margin. He must have found a lot of time in that final sector, El Pilator did. I'll take a look on Discord to see if there will be a lobby restart. Because Rezify and Riggs do have 5-place grid penalties. I'm just going to look real quick. Yep, it looks like we are going to. So, there you go. El Pilator, his first pole position of the F7 Championship. Will start from pole alongside him will be Riggs in second. One of the top contenders. Boonsha in third, followed by Nathan, Julian, and Liam, Joe's, Rezify, who also got a 5-place penalty. Napple. Provatox is in 10th. He's going to have some work to do. Yanetsky, Nicholas Boyda, Victor, Nick Kenshin, Leo, Tuca, Luno, Bellaby, and Brandox. 2 Aston Martins did not set lap times. Of course, one of them had to serve a qualifying ban. What an end to qualifying, though, for sure. Yeah, 19,000 separating the top 2. about, what was it, about nearly 30,000 separating between 4th and 5th, and then from like 6th till about 9th, or no, 10th, was separated by like 60,000, I want to say. But anyway, I think we're going to get into a new lobby, if I am correct. Oh, I was told not to leave. Alright, well, I'll rejoin anyway. Yeah, it's a lobby restart, Monkey. Because of Revisify and Riggs got 5-place penalties for illegal blocking. Alright, I'll just rejoin the session real quick. I'm sure he'll still be there. Yeah, I did see the message that Riggs said to retire your cars. It's all good. Oh, well. We'll just wait for everyone to do what they need to do, I suppose. Well, we've already got a safety car out. Now Bellator just needs to retire. Well, on that occasion, his Alfa Romeo seems to be, I was gonna say indestructible, apparently not anymore. Right. Well, let's see, who did win this race? Is there even driver of the day? Nope, no driver of the day. El Pilator won. Well, what do you know? El Pilator from Naples to Victor is your top 3. Great lap time as well there. 51.5. Top 5 the only ones classified in this whole thing. No, we will get a lobby restart eventually going. Yeah, just gonna have to bear with us a little bit. Nicholas Boy has now rejoined the session. But yeah, now Riggs is definitely in a good spot though, to basically try to keep his championship hopes alive. Like I said, he needs to make sure Provatox does not outscore him by 7 points or more, basically. Yeah, Provatox is all the way down to 10th place. Rough end of qualifying for the Ferrari driver. He had a front wing damage that he suffered at the end, probably from hitting a wall or something, I would probably guess. Yeah, Brandox though, he's gonna have a lot of work to do as well, from down and lost after serving a qualifying ban. Alright, so pretty much we're just gonna wait until Riggs sorts out the grid. We just need everyone back in here. We are missing 2 people according to this. Who are we missing? I know the Alpine's not here. One of them isn't here. We're also missing Luno. Okay. So we're just missing Luno. If we get him in here, then we'll get going on the restart. I'll help him out here. Yeah, we're just missing on Luno. That's it. We're not missing anybody else. There you go. I think he's now back in. Yep, there you go. He's back in. Yeah, apologies for that, but yeah, of course this game just can't help but be stupid. Well, also another thing to prevent this is obviously just give each other space. You don't need to be so close to one another. Seen this way too often in league racing now. When everyone just try to, like, you know, warm up their tires by, you know, braking and accelerating at the same time, because that's the technique in F1 23, like I said earlier. Because what it does is that builds up brake temperature into the carcass of the tire. That's how you get the temperature, obviously. But yeah. And then of course when everyone does that, they get to, if they're too close to one another, then that causes all these illegal blocking penalties. Yeah, just bear with us, guys. Of course, we do have F5, F3, and F1 going right now. So, if you want to also look at those streams, of course, just if you're on your laptops or whatever the case may be, just open multiple tabs and watch all the streams as possible so far here on PSGL. Yeah, no, we're at the penultimate stage of the championship. We're on 9 of 10. We got one more race after this, and that's the Mexican Grand Prix at Mexico City at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez. I still don't get the why. I mean, look, I could think of a little bit better, some better tracks than. I'm not trying to put down the people that put up the calendar, by the way. I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't have Mexico as the final round of the championship. My personal favorite race to have as the final round of the championship, for me, and I feel this should always be, is Interlagos, because it produces the most drama. It's a very good racetrack as well for any sort of action, for any championship implications. Yeah, no, instead in real life we got Abu Dhabi, which will probably be the final round of the championship for quite some time. Alright, well, we're still waiting on Rakes to set up the grid. We do have everyone in here. But yeah. I would not be surprised though if we do see any sort of drama though coming in this race. Jeddah though tends, like, I can't remember if I said this in the intro now, but like Jeddah has had the reputation of creating drama. Of course, we saw that how it was in 2021 with the whole exchange with Verstappen and Hamilton, quite a few occasions, and of course from 2 years ago, or not 2 years ago, last year, sorry, from between Leclerc and Verstappen, of course doing a bit of mind games, and yeah. No, this track can definitely create drama. It's also a track you just can't take lightly because of just how many medium high speed turns there are. There isn't anywhere that's like such a slow section apart from turns 1 and 2, which is probably like the only bit on the track that's quite slow. Yeah, now everywhere else is just pretty much medium to high speed bends. Okay, I think we see a few people right up. I'm just gonna make sure that they was given the call to ready up. I think we're all good, so should be good to go. Hopefully we'll be all good to go. Yep. He has given up the ready up signal. Riggs has. And we will get underway. Yeah, now like I said, sorry for the whole inconvenience. But yeah, no, it's just, this seems to be now a normal thing in F1 23 with these grid penalties. Alright, clock strikes 0. And now we'll move on to the main race. Fortunate thing, though, for a lot of drivers is that even with the new lobby, they can have some fresh set of tires and maybe change up their strategy if they need to. Oh, yeah, the main thing, too, setups. Do not forget setups. You do not want to forget your setup, especially for a track like this. Yep, seem to be all good as well. It's all nighttime. Here at Jeddah. Now we just wait and see how this all pans out. We'll have 25 laps to come here, of course, here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. And hopefully we'll get some really tasty action here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. Yeah, Peter, taking a little bit of time. Get the setups, get your strategies, tires you want to start on, etc. We might see quite a bit of a mix here, I reckon here. I've seen a few mixes in the past with tire strats around Jeddah, but we'll see how it goes on. All right, we're all lined up, ready to race. 5 red lights ahead of us here for the Jeddah Corniche, here at the Jeddah Corniche circuit. And we are lights out and away we go here at Jeddah. Nice start there by the Alfa Romeo and a good start by Riggs. Heading up towards the inside of turns 1 and 2. 3 wide action towards the back behind them as they make their way towards turn 3. Julian, Nathan, and Lee was side by side. Same with the 2 Ferraris and Resify as they make their way up to turn 4. Oh, the 2 Ferraris nearly came together there. Provatox nearly overtaking his teammate there at turn 4. And it looks like everyone's got through relatively fine, at least so far. Oh, not anymore! Big crash! Riggs is out of the race! He's out at the exit of turn 10! Liam's out as well. They both collided at the exit of... Oh, that's actually happened a bit further up. That happened there. Liam's out as well. There must have been a collision between him and Tuka. Yanetsky, 5-second penalty for ignoring yellows. The 2 Aston Martins definitely came together in this sort of occasion as well. There's front wing damage to Luno's car. I don't think Brandock's... Oh, actually, no. Maybe that might have resulted with him in... Might have resulted with Luno maybe running to the back of Tuka, I'm gonna guess. Oh my goodness, Riggs out of the race after just a quarter of the lap. He's out. That is massive, massive championship implications for the Drivers' Championship. I think Protox has a penalty as well. Yep, he's got 5 seconds. So Julian's got 5 seconds, and he's got damage too to the front wing, I'm guessing. Even though I can't see it, he must have some damage. Yanetsky is in, or maybe it's just to serve the penalty. I'm not entirely sure. Let's see. No, it's not. It's just to serve the penalty. So he wants to get that out of the way quickly. Same with Yanetsky. Julian, well, he's coming in for front wing damage. I think that was him and Riggs that came together at turn 9 and 10. I don't think it was... I think what happened with Liam, that must have been a collision between himself and Tuka, I want to say. Unbelievable, though. Well, I said there would be drama here, and we've already got that after just a quarter of the lap here at Jeddah. Oh my goodness, but I feel so sorry though for Riggs and Liam though. Didn't even make it out of those first few turns. Yeah, Brandock's though up to 10th after all that. Protoxa will have to make another pit stop. He definitely cannot make it to the end on those tires. But right now, as it stands, if it were live standings, Provatox and Razor's championship fight would still be alive. But Brandox, though, he has to outscore this man by 4 points or more. Or actually by 3 points or more, I'm sorry, in order to keep his championship hopes alive. But what a dramatic start. I'll take a moment to see where everyone's at. El Pilator's on the hards, Boomsha's on the mediums. Joe is on the softs, Nathan's on the hards, Resify on the mediums. Napple on the hards, Nicholas Spoita on the mediums. Same with Victor. Leo is on the hards, Brandox as well is on the hards. And then everyone else behind did pit for new tires. Provatox is now on the mediums. Ninetsky as well on the mediums. Same with Bebel, Julian, Tuka, Luna, and Nick Kenshin. What a dramatic start to this race. I mean, the only thing now Rakes can hope for is pretty much that the Protoss just doesn't get into the points. I mean, I think that's realistically the only way that he can hope for hope for his championship to be alive. Little still shot there, looking over turn 13. Did this little monument, and then of course in the background the Red Sea. It's very beautiful, I will say that. I will say though, Jeddah has probably one of the best shots of any racetrack in terms of like visual shots. It just looks quite amazing. The aerial shots just look superb. Well, I mean, I could say that for any street circuit that we've gone to in Formula One. It's still kind of amazing though how this place, I mean, it's not really a street, it's not necessarily a street circuit if you think about it, because it's a track that's built on the Jeddah Corniche. It's not really used for public roads either. I mean, it's just only categorized as a street circuit because it's in pretty much the city of Jeddah. But yeah, it's a bit weird, but I kind of like it though in some aspect. I just don't like the design. It just looks like a bended knife or spoon. But anyway, safety car is now back in. So El Pilator will maintain the pace of the field. He'll go whenever he wants. Try and build some temperature into those hard compound tires. I think he's taken off already. He has taken off. Well, he's taken off quite early. And we're back on the green here at Jeddah. We're now moving on to lap 4 of 25. 22 more laps to go here in Jeddah. Everyone's all single file, not really in a position to do anything, at least for the moment. So file away through turns 1, 2, and 3. More of a tame start than what it was on the first lap. El Pilator leading. Boomsha in second, but he's on the medium, so he'll try to see if he can close up on El Pilator. He needs to build a gap as well in order for his race to be successful for his part. Here comes a little bit of movement here. Leo overtaking Victor there for 8th place at the exit of turn 12. There is also the Ferrari of Protox. He's looking on one of his championship rivals, Brandox, in the Aston Martin. Can't find a way through. Here at turns 16 and 17, we go. Oh, and a bit of a moment there from Protox. He's got Yanetsky all over the back of him as well. Little air show here looking over the Jeddah Corniche circuit. Very nice shot indeed. As they now funnel their way underneath this little building. Boomsha, though, is closing in. He's now on the inside of our pole sitter, El Pilator. He'll look at turn 27. He's got the move done. He's now into the race lead. Oh, a bit of shuffling as well. Still with Brandox, Provatox battling away here for 10th place. The Ferrari is all over the back of the Aston Martin, who moves a bit late, trying to get past the Alpine. He can't find a way by it just quite yet. Into turns 1 and 2, you'll have the outside. With the fresher tires, oh! I thought Provatox would have a better run, but he didn't. Bit of late movement, but I don't think that was intentional from Brandox. I think it was just so he can overtake the Alpine in front of him. He just can't find a way by just quite yet. Oh, and a bit of a moment there from Victor at the exit of turn 7. Still can't find a way by. Here comes Provatox with a run up towards now turn 13. The Aston Martin brakes late. The Ferrari trying to brake later to the outside. He can't find the traction. The answer is no. He's not enough traction to get past Brandox. He needs to get past him as quickly as possible. And meanwhile, the top 4 are starting to pull away from Nathan, who's currently sitting in 5th, but a second behind. He needs to close up. Nick is also losing touch to Napple as well in 7th place. Oh, and a bit of a moment again for Victor at the exit of turn 22 and 23. Here comes also Belbelby and Nenetsky battling away side by side as they make their way over the lagoon. Provatox also looking side by side. On the outside again, this time at turn 27. Can he find the traction? Can he find the grip? Oh, they're close, they're tight. Oh, dearie me. As Luna also nearly had a moment as well. Yanetsky coming alongside the Mercedes. The Ferrari still alongside the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin trying to get by the Alpine. He can't find a way by. He has to defend. Provatox again has the inside line through turns 1 and 2. Does he have enough traction? Does he have enough grip? He's still wheel to wheel though. Heading up towards turn 4. The answer is no. He has to stay behind. Oh, Jesus. Brandox nearly went all over the curb there at turn 8 and 9. Oh, sorry, that was 7 and 8. I take that back. Alright, so DRS is now enabled, so if you're within a second to the car in front, of course, you'll get the aid of DRS. Nathan's now back into DRS range, same with Napple. Nicholas Water, unfortunately, is not. He's going to be a bit of a sitting duck. Leo has DRS. Victor does not have DRS. But he's going to have at least almost a quartet of cars coming towards his way. More cars actually are in this picture as well, as I just realized. Resify now overtakes Joe's for 3rd. Probably the... Excuse me. I think I might have snorted there just for a minute. The soft tire is not really working for him. Nearly 3 abreast into turn 27. Hello. Oh, contact! It's spinning around. It's Belbelby. He had contact, I believe, with, I think, either Brandox or Provatox there at the final corner. And Yanetsky got the best out of this whole picture here. Meanwhile, as it turns 1 and 2, again, these two, Provatox, Brandox, side by side. Does the Ferrari have enough? Oh, and a spin for Victor at the exit of turn 2. He goes around there at the exit of turn 2. He's dropped down to 15th place. Meanwhile, the Provatox has overtaken Brandox for 10th place. Luna now overtakes Tuka. That was at turn 6. Of all places, he did that as well. Oh, that's right one there from Nick Kenshing there in the Williams. Alright, well, really at the moment, if Provatox stays where he is, he would most likely... still have the lead, obviously, but I was going to try to say is that I think the championship would still be alive. Really, in this situation, he just needs to finish in 9th. Meanwhile, Resify overtakes El Pilator for 2nd place. And I think there was another overtake that I didn't quite catch. I thought that might have been Napple overtaking Nathan. As Victor's out, he's crashed out at the exit of turn 24. And that's brought out a virtual safety car. Now it's... oh no, it's brought out a full safety car now. I just saw the safety car lights prompted up. Alright. And Leo, I think he has missed the pit lane or something. Because he's not pitting. Boomsha is in. Everyone's all in the pit lane. So yeah, and there you go. And the safety car now has been indicated. Oh dear, that's not going to help Provotox on any sort of occasion. He's going to drop down to 14th with that double stack thanks to his teammate. And same story with Luno, and a front wing change for Brandox. Dear oh dear. Yeah, everybody queued up into the pit lane to get on a new set of tires. Leo, though, did not go into the pit. He stayed out. He must have missed the pit lane. Surely did. There's no way he didn't take the opportunity to pit. Julian's in, and same with Bell B. Actually, though, Provotox is actually not in a bad spot. He's in 10th, but this is a but. He is in 10th place, but he needs to get past. He needs to get past the Ralph Romeo, I believe, in order for him to claim the championship. How much do you get if you finish 9th? You get 2. So yeah, he has to finish in 9th in order for the championship to be sealed. Yeah, Brandox though, not in a great position though, finishing right now in 13th. He probably got stuck, well, he got damaged, but he probably also got stuck up with cars queuing up behind him. I mean, fair credit though for trying to keep going with front wing damage. And there's the man that got involved in the incident with Riggs. Julian, he's down to 16th place. Yeah, Leo in the lead though, not pitting under the safety car when it came out. Actually, I think if I remember correctly, I think he had the opportunity to pit. He just chose not to. I thought he missed the pits. I do remember though he was at one point trying to queue up, and then he decided last minute, no, he's not gonna go. He didn't want to go in. So yeah, pretty much Leo's got a missed opportunity. He will probably need another safety car in order for him to get back into this race. What he's gonna have to do is just go out on those tires as long as possible. I mean, really, that's all he can hope for. Yeah, he's got almost everyone else on fresher tires. Boomshaw on hards, Reservoir on hards, El Pilator on medium, same with Joe and Napple. Lucas Boyers on hards, Nathan on the mediums, Yanetsky on the hards, and Provotox on the medium tire. Hards also for Tuka, Nick Kenshin, same with Brandox is actually on the mediums. Luna's on the hards, and then Belva and Julian on the mediums. Safety car back in again. Right, so now it will be Leo that will lead the field this time about. There goes the Aston Martin safety car. He'll peel back into pit lane. I think Leo wants to get going immediately from what it looks like. Oh, he stopped! He stopped a little bit, I think. Or maybe the game slowed him down. I'm not sure. Because Boomsha ran to the back of him. Anyway, we're back at the green. He doesn't have damage from what I can tell, so he's quite lucky. I think the game slowed him down. Anyway, back under green flag conditions again here on lap 10 of 25. Nathan overtaking Yanetsky at turns 1 and 2. He gets through up into 8th place. Yanetsky also in a bit of pressure for Provotox. Cannot find a way by there into turn 4. Needs to play this smart. He needs to think of championship implications. Remember, he needs to finish in 9th in order for him to get the championship. Here comes Nathan again, looking inside, this time on Nicholas Boita, the Brazilian, into turn 13. He now gets through up into 7th place. Very nicely done there by the AlphaTauri. Meanwhile, up front, Leo under a heavy bit of pressure from a lot of cars behind, including Boomsha, who wants to get by quickly. Into turn 19, then 20 and 21. Here he goes, inside move. He's now into the lead. Rezify also follows suit. He's now into 2nd place. El Pilator, he needs to get by quick. He does so. He's now up to 3rd place, sorry. Leo's down to 4th, make that 5th, as Joe now gets past him there at turn 26. Oh, Zinecki down the inside of Nicholas Boita there into turn 27. He now gets through up into 8th place. Leo now under pressure from Napple as Nathan sets fast up with a 130.2. Nathan looking for anything here. Oh, breaks deep. He gets past the Haas there up to 6th place. Now into turn 4. We get, oh, hello. That's a bit awkward there. Might have been deep there from Leo. Leo, though, is under now pressure from Yanetsky. He's falling like a stone here on this restart. Bravo talks on the back of Nicholas Boita. He'll be looking for a move. This is the crucial move here. He now gets into 9th. All side by side between Leo and Yanetsky at the exit of turn 13. The Finn gets past the Italian up to 7th place. Now Provatox. He's got Leo in his sights. As Rezify now overtakes Boomsha there for the race lead. Wonder how the medium runners will be at the end of this race though. It's going to be quite a story. They're going to have to do at least 16 laps on those tires. And here comes the Ferrari. Not much the Haas can do. Provatox up to 8th. He's right now in championship winning position. Randox has also moved up a couple spots as well. He's up to 11th place as DRS is enabled again. And here comes Nicholas Boita now to overtake the Haas into turn 1. Julian sets fast up with a 130.1. Oh dear, as I think he nearly went deep there from what I saw there at turn 1. Randox now overtakes the Haas up to 10th place. Now he needs to look to try to get past Nicholas Boita and also to get closer to Provatok and try to overtake him on track. Turns 10, 11, 12. Yeah, everyone in the top 8 right now is within DRS touching distance. Tuka overtakes his teammate, who runs wide at the exit of 13. And here comes Julian to try and capitalize that mistake. There into turn 14 and 15 we go. Stays in front there, does Tuka. Who, oh, collision there, big time between Julian and Bumblebee. Safety cars come out again. And Bumblebee gets a 5-second penalty for the collision. Which, I mean, is really unfair. There's really nothing Bumblebee could have done in that situation. And we've got a safety car for the 3rd time in this race. Yeah, there was contact between Julian and Tuka. Tuka for sure. And then Julian just got completely unsettled and yeah, the Mercedes just ran into him. There was just nothing he could have done in that situation. Nathan goes into pit lane. Brandox also goes into pit lane. Provatok stays out. Same with the rest of the top 9. Razafai, Boomshiv, El Pilator, Napol, Yanetsky, Provatok, Boita, and Julie. It's double staff for Haas, of course. And Brandox is onto a new set of Mias, Nathan as well. Their tires are going to make it just fine now to the end of the race. I'm not sure about the old medium runners. The hard runners definitely can make it, but they won't have the grip compared to the drivers on the fresh medium compound tires. And right now, as it stands, Provatox would be your driver's champion, where he is right now in 7th place. But honestly, I would be a little bit worried if I were Provatox, because he is on old tires. Everyone else in the top 8 are on old tires. Cars behind them, no, they're on fresh rubber. And they will be pouncing. Yeah, quite amazing though that we get a safety car for debris, but we didn't get a safety car for what happened to Victor at turn 23 and 24. Or turn 24. Yeah, I'm surprised that didn't result in a safety car. It resulted in a virtual. The proper one was because of the collision between Belbaby and Julian. And then, of course, Julian. Belbaby got himself a 5-second penalty for a collision he couldn't even avoid. And back into pit lane goes Belbaby. So he's going to look to get on, I'm going to guess, the medium tire from what it looks like. I mean, why not? He's got nothing to lose. Representing the Shock Leclerc helmet as well, I see. That's something you would get if you did that Pro Challenge, or some whatever it's called. Where he did a time trial lap around Monza to beat Leclerc's time of like 1:20.1. Or something like that. That's actually the second helmet thing I've missed, because I didn't do Max's Pro Series time trial at Zandvoort. And yeah, now I've also missed Leclerc's. Actually, I would have liked to get Leclerc's helmet, because I'm also, well, in another league I'm a Ferrari driver, so it would have actually been fitting, but it's whatever. Alright, so just waiting for the safety car to get once again back into pit lane. Hopefully we will have no further safety cars from this point forward. But we're going to keep our eyes on the guys towards the back, because they are on fresh tires. I think especially Nathan and Brandox, who are obviously, as we know, they are very quick. So keep an eyes on them. Brandox especially, because he is right now one of the championship protagonists. He has to outscore Provatox by 4 points, or 3 points or more, in order for him to keep his championship hopes alive. Alright, safety car's in. Resify will now dictate the pace of the field. And I think he's going. We're back under green again here at Jeddah to begin lap 15 of 25. Just 11 more laps to go till the checkered flag. So far all single file, kind of like the last restart. No sudden movements from what I can tell. Everyone gets to there relatively clean. Very good job by everybody. As they now funnel their way through turn 4. And now to 5, 6, and 7. Resify trying to pull away as best he can to Boomsha. 8/10 of the margin. He's actually filled that gap quite significantly there in the first sector. Now up towards turn 13. No one really in a position to attack. Not quite, not just yet. Everyone just being patient. Bit of a more of a calmer restart as well. Through 16 and 17 we go. Pilator right behind Boomsha. Joe's behind Pilator. Yanetsky, though, is closing in on the Mercedes of Naples, as Nathan now has overtaken Julian for ninth. He is going to try to make the most out of the fresh tires he's got. To the outside he goes against the Red Bull here of Nicholas Boita. Can he outbrake him? Can he find the grip and the traction? The answer is yes. He gets through to 8th place. His next target will be Provatox in the Ferrari. Brandock's also behind Julian as well, as Nathan sets the fast lap with a 29.9. Julian covers off the Aston Martin, stays in front. And I think now DRS is enabled here. Oh no, I'm sorry, DRS will be enabled next lap. Sorry, 3 laps after the restart. That's enabled. Through the fast section. Oh, bit of a moment there for Provatox. He ran completely wide, it seemed. Kind of compromises his run, and here comes the AlphaTauri. Moves to the inside. Doesn't really care if he's even the championship leader. He'll go for it to the inside at turn 13. And there you go, Nathan's now up into 7th place, ahead of our championship leader. Meanwhile, the Brandox is stuck. Contact, I think, did I see? There between the two Astons? I thought I saw contact. I guess nothing to avail there. Brandox has got to get past this Williams. He needs to, quickly. He does not want to lose out, as Boomsha gets a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. That must have happened at turn 23. He did that. Luna overtakes Julian there. That is for 10th position. Nathan now overtakes. Oh, he's trying to. Oh, geez, that's close. Between himself and Yanetsky. Oh, contact there. I don't think Yanetsky realized he was there, and now he gets through. Now DRS is enabled. Luna's up to 9th place. Brandox, though, is still stuck. He can't find a way by yet. He's going to try, though, into turn 2. He'll get by the... He's trying to get by the Williams. He's sort of boxed in, though. Oh, he cannot find a way by. But can he get him through here? Oh, that's contact! Contact. Gee whiz, that was close. He can't find a way by. He's still stuck. Napple, meanwhile, overtakes Joe's there for 4th place. Top 3 have pulled away from the field, and yeah, now everyone's starting to be in the more cluster. Napple, 5-second penalty for corner cutting to gain place. Here comes the Aston Martin. Brandox overtakes Julian finally. He's now up into 10th. And there goes Luna up to 8th place, ahead of Provatox. Brandox, though, is 2 seconds behind. He needs to catch up to the Ferrari driver. He has the fresher tires, remember that. But can he make the most out of it? Julian is closing in on a rapid rate of knots. He's going to overtake the Aston Martin there with the straight line speed. Brandox, though, will counter, though, thanks to DRS. A bit of a squeeze at the exit of the final corner. Luna sets fastest lap with a 29.8. There you go. He's now back up into 10th. The two asses were side by side, I think, at one point. They're still side by side. Up towards turns 1 and 2. Tuka and Leo still side by side. Now he gets in front. Oh, there goes. Oh, there goes Julian there. Down to 12th place. Meanwhile, though, still got a bit of a scrap here with Joe's, and now Napple and Lunas into the mix as well. Yanetsky as well on the back of the Ferrari. Here he comes on Nathan, who's out of battery. He's going to look inside into turn 13. But can he get by? The answer is no. He has to stay behind him. It's going to bring Brandox into the picture with these two battling. Or 3 battling, I should say. Meanwhile, though, for the race lead, El Pilator leading the way. Resify is in 2nd and Boomshin in 3rd. Napple, though, has got back up to into the queue. He does have that 5-second time penalty that he got for corner cutting and gaining a place. Rezafai now takes back the race lead. Bubsha into turn 27 to the inside. He gets by the Alfa Romeo into second position. He does, though, have a 3-second time penalty. Remember that as well. Here comes the field there. Yanetsky, El Pilatore looking outside, can't find a way through against the AlphaTauri. Nathan draws alongside Joe's into turn 4. He gets through there. Joe's just said, no, I'm not having any of that. I don't want to die. I don't want to crash. There's Brandox. He's now into the mix. He needs to get past the Ferrari driver, though, of this guy, Proventox, who is on 11-lap old mediums. Brandox, though, is on 6-lap old mediums. He's got fresher tires. He needs to make the most out of it. Meanwhile, though, side by side, Luno and Napple. Napple has now been overtaken by the Aston Martin for 4th place. Oh, and a spin! That's the Alfa Romeo of Yanetsky. He has gone spun around. Oh dear. Brandox has dropped down. Has he? Did he may have tagged him? He's dropped down to 13th. Or did he get illegal overtakes? I don't know. He was in 10th. Proventox up to 7th. Gee whiz, I wonder what happened exactly there. I just saw him around there, side by side between Nathan and Nathan there. Down the main straight we go. Yeah, there must have been a collision between Brandox and Yanetsky, I'm gonna guess. Whoa, gee whiz, it's really tight between these guys there. That turns 1 and 2. We got 6 more laps to go to the flag. Rezafai still leads by half a second to El Pilatore, who is now in 2nd place. Bush in 3rd, Luno in 4th, Nathan in 5th. And then Napple and Proventox right now holding 7th position. How are those mediums are fair for a lot of the old medium runners? Towards the end. We'll wait and see. 16, 17. Here comes Luno. He's going to look for a run here on the AlphaTauri. Opens the DRS. They both have DRS, but Luno has the battery advantage. Into turn 22. That was committed. He makes it work up into 3rd place. Yellow flies at sector 2. That might be, I believe, for Bell B. Either that or it was Yanetsky that caused the yellow flags there at 16 and 17. Everyone's flashing here. We're going to put up the telemetry here. El Pilatore has got 82% battery. He has got a big battery advantage compared to Rezafai, who's got 24. But Rezafai is on the hards. He should be okay. I'm not sure, though, about El Pilatore. Has Nick Kenshin to the inside. Oh, contact! Into the wall goes both Williams! They collide! Oh, dear. Julian goes into the wall. Nick had nowhere to go. And that's both Williams out of the race. There at turn 3. No safety car comes out, though, for the incident. For whatever reason. That is very, very unfortunate. Julian's left the session. Don't blame him for that. That was very unfortunate to see. As it stands right now, Proventox would be your champion. His main rivals out and also out of the points. Alright, here comes El Pilatore. DRS. Not close enough. Luno looking inside of the Alfa Romeo into turn 27. Can he get the traction? Can he get the power down? No, he can't there. Stays behind. El Pilatore just playing the patient game, saving the battery, waiting till the right moment. Meanwhile, though, behind Apple, Boomsha side by side into turns 1 and 2. It's still side by side, heading up towards turn 3. The Mercedes stays in front. Meanwhile, though, Leo looking to make something out of this against Joe's there in 8th place. Oh, hits the curve. You don't want to touch that outside curve there, the exit of turn 8. That curve is quite deadly. I am so curious to know what the tire life is like for a lot of these old mean runners. They've been on those tires for 14 laps, that being El Piloto, Provatox, and Joe's. 14 laps on those tires. And up towards turns 22 and 23. Reservoir keeping his head calm, still keeping the lead. But he's still got a horde of cars behind him by the names of El Pilotor and Luno. Closing in, not close enough. Boomsha looking for something here against Provatox. They're side by side. I think Boomsha must have lost some spots or something, because he's down to 7th place. Now Provatox is up to 6th. But of course, with Napple's penalty, he could get up to 5th at this stage. He just needs to keep going on these tires. Those tires have got to be screaming at this point. I probably would imagine they could reach puncture territory probably shortly. But amazingly, a lot of the drivers are still doing their best to keep up. Boomsha loses 2 spots. He's now behind Leo. As Leo now looks to the move on Joe's, who can't find anything there at turn 13. Still has a crack. Still can't find anything. Ineski causing more yellow flags there at sector 3. Meanwhile, though, oh, that's tight. El Pilotor and Luno still close to one another, making their way down towards the 3rd DRS straight over the lagoon and the Red Sea. Luno, can he find a way by? The answer is no, it stays behind. In terms of tires, though, I know Luno is definitely in the better position for the tires. Oh, he swipes to the left. He went from right to left, goes inside at turn 1. He'll have the outside for turn 2, but he can't find a way by. Oh, collision and then into the barriers! Both of them into the barriers! Luno's out! They both touched! And that's it for Luno's race. He's done! El Pilotor's got no front wing. Unreal drama has unfolded here at Jeddah. Provatox moves up to 4th place, which could soon be the podium here. And down the inside goes Leo into turn 13. But gets the switchback done by Joe's. Unreal. All the drama we've had so far in this race. Been a war of attrition, a war of just trying to keep the car in one piece. As they now make their way through 22 and 23. There's Provatox. He is now in this picture for 2nd position. He is going to be on the podium no matter what. As they make the way towards the main, towards the final corner, back onto the main straightaway soon. Outbraking himself is Napple there at the final corner. Nathan now moves up to 2nd position. But the Mercedes will get DRS. And here comes Provatox with a whole heap of straight line speed and battery to play with. Dives down the inside. He goes for the 2-for-1 into turn 1. He moves up into 2nd position. Not really much that those two could do about that, as Ineski gets a 3-second time penalty. Multiple warnings. Alright. Protox, all he has to do is keep the car on track. Do not make a mistake, and he's got the championship. Resify, though, has raced solidly, keeping his head cool, even with all the safety cars, all the drama. So far has been the rest out of anybody. Alright. Towards 22 we come. Napple not close enough to attack. It's not going to matter anyway where he finishes. He's going to be outside the podium no matter what. He'll still go forward on track. To the inside he goes. He now takes second position away. Nathan going for a move as well. Out of the final corner, can he make it stick? The answer is no. Resify will cross the line to win the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Napple takes second on track. Provatux, though, takes P2, and he will claim the F7 Drivers' Championship. He is now your F7 Drivers' Champion. Nathan third, Leo fourth, Joe's fifth, Napple sixth, Boopsha seventh, Nicholas Boyd eighth, Tuka ninth, and El Piloto rounds off the top 10. Redox at 11th, Bell will be 12th, and Nathan Yanetsky in 13th. Redox will get the fastest lap. Don't think it will count, though, at the end for a point. But Protox is the man of the hour. He is your driver's champion for F7, as Bellevue now claims the fastest lap. And what a consistent season it's been for the Ferrari driver. 2 wins on the trot. He only had one bad race, remember, and that was back at Bahrain, where he finished in 17th position. Ever since then, though, he's been on consistent form. This is now his 6th podium of the season. 2 of those resulting in wins, including that first dramatic race win at Brazil, and then just last week, getting a strategy right at Belgium. And there's your man of the hour as well for the race, and that is Resify, claiming his win here at Jeddah. It would be his 2nd race win, I believe. Or was it his first? No, it's his first. I was trying to think if he won a Qatar, but he didn't win a Qatar. I would have said that would have been in the Middle East sweep there. But Resify claims the win here at Jeddah. Protox from P10 to P2 and claiming the Drivers' Championship. Nathan finishes the 3rd, followed by Leo, Joes, Napple, Fumsha, Nicholas Boita, Tuka, El Pilator, and then finally, outside the points, Brandox, Bellaby, Yanetsky, Luna, Nick Kenshin, Victor, Liam. Oh, and Riggs. Oh boy, oh boy. I cannot imagine how he's feeling right now. Getting involved in the lap 1 incidents between himself and Julian at turns 10 and 11. Quite unbelievable. After just a quarter of the lap, was out of the race. Quarter lap of the race, he was out. But Protox is your driver's champion. A big congratulations to him. We're going to try to get them all in if we can. Hopefully they'll be able to join. So just give me a bit of time and we'll get them all in here. I'm just trying to figure this bit out. Right. Okay, there's Protox. And now we need Nathan. There he is. Oh. There's some people that can't be added. I'm guessing that would be Resify. It was in the group chat. Who did I add in? I should have added Provinsox. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I should. Alright. There we go. Well, hello there, Resify.
Hello, mate.
Good to see you again.
Yeah, it's nice.
I imagine.
On the top step as well.
Yeah, I imagine you be happy. Well, I guess since you're the only one in here so far, we'll start off with you then. Yeah, quite a dramatic race, shall we say? Your qualifying though, well, was interesting. You had a 5-place penalty, even though that was BS. But overall, you qualified 8th. But you kept out of trouble for most of the race. Yeah, kept out clean and all that. But how was it out there? Was it frustrating, or were you just thinking like, "Oh, please stop with all this and whatnot"?
Yeah, after the third safety car, it was getting a bit boring of just driving around on the car. But because you're first, you don't really think about it, and you're just trying to think what you can do to get a good start. And I got a lovely start, but then I just messed up on and rode one of the curbs and bottomed out, and that just lost me all the time I gained. So I was a bit annoyed by that. But all in all, I'm quite happy. I like this track, and I feel quite consistent. I think.
Yeah, no, you really did well, especially the fact that you were on old hard tires. Like, you had other drivers, well, some other drivers that had a little bit of fresher rubber than you, and on the medium tires behind. Were you a bit worried about that, or were you just thinking, no, just keep your head down and just do the best you can?
So me and Bimpy were going to work together and just like use each other to keep ahead of them,
Yeah.
and whoever wins win. But then when he dropped down a bit, I was very scared because they were all so much quicker than me. Alepita and Luno were behind me all the laps. They were going to take everything all the time. And when I saw them crash into each other, I was like, oh, thank God. And I just drove as safe as I could. I knew that I had it then if I didn't make a mistake.
Yeah, when El Pilotor was behind you, do you have a rough idea what his battery was?
I knew Luno was derating a couple of laps before the end, but then the other guy, I don't have a clue. Because Luno could have regened in a couple of laps, but I wasn't sure.
Pilotor had like 90% battery behind you.
Oh, I was screwed if that didn't happen.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that could have kept you ahead was the fact that you were on a better situation with the tires, because he was on 15 lap old mediums and you were on 15 lap old hards.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's see. So yeah, next week we head over to Mexico for the final round of the championship. How do you think you'll fare around there?
I hate the track. I hate it so much. The S section is the worst thing they've ever done in this game. It's so wrong, like.
Yeah.
But I'll give it a go, obviously.
Yeah. No, I agree. I've said some things on the stream already about Mexico, but yeah, I'm not a big fan of it either.
In real life, they have to brake, and we can just go flat out.
And we can just go flat. Yeah, it's like, come on. No, it's the wrong model. It's been that way since 2015.
It's been there for absolute ages. But now the worst bit is we can't ride the curbs. So.
Yep. Well, congratulations though on your win though, in Jeddah, and enjoy it. Yeah.
Bye.
See you later. Well, speaking of someone that is enjoying themselves, I bet, is the man that finished, well, not only P2, but he is also your driver's champion, Provinsox. First of all, massive congratulations to you on that. But yeah, how was it for you at Jeddah? Because you had a rough qualifying in 10th, but you had to do a little bit of work in that process.
Yeah, I got blocked on my final lap in qualifying. I think I don't think I would have got pole, but I think P3 was easily obtainable in the quali. But yeah, I started from P10, and well, the first lap was already chaos because 2 people crashed into the wall and a few others DNF'd. So I think I was P4 when the safety car came, but I had a 5-second illegal overtake for I don't know, some bullshit. And a few guys behind me also had that, so I had to box. Otherwise, I would have been P4 on softs, what would have been an amazing strat. And from there on, yeah, it was safety car and another safety car, and yeah. I think you've all seen what happened. And luckily, I don't know who was it. It was Pilotor and someone else crashed.
Oh, El Pilotor and Luno. Yeah, the Pilotor and Luno were like side by side for the 3, and at least of what I can see, I think Pilotor must have like not knew he was there and squeezed him, and then yeah, they collided and he was into the wall, or they both were into the wall. But yeah,
it was a bit lucky for me, but of course then Resify could pull away from the others. I knew a lot of people around me, and in front of me had zero of very low ERS, because they were flashing last couple of laps, and I had like 70 or 80. So I just hoped for some chaos and hopefully some overtakes at the end. It did happen, but Napple, he overtook me, and I think he can remove his 5 second, but I don't think that would make any difference in the championship. So
yeah, it wouldn't matter.
P2 or P3 is fine for me in that case.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, because after Rakes had his incident and was out of the race, all you had to do really was just make sure Brandos doesn't beat you by 4 points or 3 points, and yeah, and then pretty much just keep your car in one piece, which you did. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. No, you had one more other scenario. You had to finish in 9th because it would have given you 2 points. So yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
But yeah. Yeah. No, this season though, you've probably been the most consistent driver out of anybody, because you've had only one bad race, which was back at Bahrain. But other than that, you've had 6. I think this is your 6th podium now, right? If I remember correct.
Yeah, I finished everything on the podium except Bahrain and one other. I think Austria finished P5.
Yeah, you had a couple of top 5 finishes, but yeah, no, you were just the most consistent out of literally anybody, which, I mean, it's fair to say is fair credit. I don't think you were the best qualifier, if I'm totally honest, but yeah, you were the most consistent driver and always not putting foot wrong, and you had the race pace in a lot of occasions. So that's like a big up, especially for you.
Yeah, I was lucky that Bahrain was my only bad race, where I had some incidents, and yeah, rest of the races I was completely clean, while others around me had multiple incidents. So not the fastest, but if you're consistent, yeah, podiums will follow.
Exactly. It's not about how many wins you get, it's about how consistent you are in the championship. Yeah, it's always consistency, that's the main key in any form of motorsport, not just F1, but any form of motorsport. But, yeah, one more question to you, I guess, since you have the championship all locked up. How are you going to fare around Mexico for the final round? You still, I think he's... Sorry? No, I was gonna follow up saying, like, I think you do have the constructors on the line for Ferrari to win that as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but my teammate scored great points today, and I don't know who is on the top right now. I think Aston Martin is really high, but they don't have any points. McLaren could also be very high, so
yeah.
Battle for McLaren, I think, for the constructors. So hopefully we can pick it up in the last round.
Yeah,
oh no, McLaren is not high. It's Aston Martin.
It was Aston
Alfa
Martin,
Romeo, and Red Bull.
Yeah,
but they all have. Yeah, Alfa Romeo has 1 point this round, and that's it.
Alright, so I'm probably gonna guess.
Even that is pretty nice at the moment. So I don't know. Maybe we can try and full send it on Mexico instead of driving safe, hoping for a podium.
Well, fair enough. But congratulations, though, on not just the podium, but also your championship.
Yes, thanks again.
Fantastic effort. Yeah, indeed. And yeah, I think that will wrap it all up in what has been a chaotic Jeddah Corniche circuit race at Saudi Arabia. But as I expected, and some aspects, because that's always happens in a lot of these occasions. Anyway, I will wrap up the stream. Till then, I've been K997. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you for the final round of the championship, round 10 of the championship, at the Autódromo Manos Rodriguez for the Mexican Grand Prix. And once again, a congratulations to Provatox on his Drivers' Championship. Take care, and goodbye. Let's see, wrap up the stream.